No, we did not make this up. This is not a spoof. This is an actual headline from an actual British newspaper. Here's what it says. Transgender woman Eva Tiamat Medusa removes ears and nose to become a dragon lady. It's not a spoof. You could put us in a room with a shoebox full of crack and we wouldn't write something like that. And yet that is reality in today's 21st century progressive world. It almost defies credulity. We are debating the issue of whether or not somebody who feels like on the inside that they don't match what's going on the outside. And now we're having to pass legislation, if Bruce Springsteen will let us, that protects women and children from grown men who think that they're a woman from using the ladies' room. This is almost sci-fi. And it would almost be funny if it weren't so downright mean. Now, let me share with you the details about our dragon lady. Born Richard Hernandez in Maricopa County, Arizona, the 55-year-old has undergone a number of painful procedures over the past few years, including nose modification, tooth extraction, and eye coloring. Best I can tell, that is downright cruel. Allowing somebody to painfully mutilate their body because they think they want to be a dragon. This poor, confused individual has issues. This person has problems, and yet our progressive culture refuses to draw any sort of lines to say, we will go this far and no further. They can't. Why? Well, once the sexually confused train left the station with homosexuality, then with Bruce Jenner, if progressives say, okay, we're going too far, if you want to become a dragon, it then sets a precedent that people can actually be confused on the inside. They might think they're a dragon, but clearly they're not. They might think they're a woman, but clearly they're not. If they have biological boy parts, they cannot draw a line. No matter how ridiculous it becomes, no matter how confused it is, and no matter how painful it is for those people who have problems. Let me show you a picture now of Mr. Hernandez and his son and what he looks like today. Here it is. Look at that. There's a guy, handsome fellow, and his little boy, and now he's tattooed like a dragon. Our hearts break over this, and progressives applaud it. That's the difference between Christianity and secularism. We look at this and our hearts break, and we weep for the fellow, for his son, and look what he's done to himself. And progressives go, hey, as long as he's happy, because that's the only standard by which we can measure any moral issue these days. Does it make you happy? If it does, do it. If you somehow, you get in the way of somebody's happiness, then that's very bad. But we won't say that as long as it makes everybody happy. Here are more painful details. She, it's a he, also has a forked tongue and a full-face tattoo as part of her transformation into a, quote, mythical beast. Can anybody spell irony? That a man wants to become a mythical beast that didn't exist? Here's more from the Daily Mail. Now going by the full name, Eva Tiamat Baphomet Medusa, or Tiamat for short, T-Dragon, the name of a dragon video game character. He has taken on several personas over the years and undergone multiple stages of transformation before finally settling on becoming a dragon, wrote the journalist without even batting an eye. Want to see what a dragon human looks like? Here's Mr. Hernandez. Look at that. Look at it. You got, okay, hold on. You got to see this. Wait, get it. Look. He's actually had, I don't know what, put into his forehead to make it look like he has dragon horns. This guy needs help. He doesn't need our affirmation and encouragement. He needs help. Finally, this from the Daily Mail. On her website, Tiamat explains, I am the Dragon Lady, cuckoo-ca-choo, a pre-op M2F, male to female, transgender in the process of morphing into a human dragon, becoming a reptoid as I shed my human skin and my physical appearance and my life as a whole, leaving my humanness behind. Did you know you could do that? You could leave your humanness behind by having your teeth pulled out, your ears cut off, and your nose shaved from the front of your face. You leave your humanness behind? Who are these people? Who are these medical professionals that had to be involved, at least in a pre-surgical consultation with Mr. Dragon Lady? So let me get this straight. You want me to cut off your nose? And you're certain about, you really feel like you're a dragon? Or, yes, and then your ears, and you'd like, and they let him sign a slip, and some sort of medical doctor who supposedly signed some form of Hippocratic oath went ahead and did the procedure. And what about the dentist? Let me get this straight. You don't have any cavities, no root canals, but you want me to pull all of your teeth out of your head, and you're going to pay me for this. Well, my margins are going to go up because we're not going to have to give him one of those goodie bags with floss and a toothbrush because he won't need them because I just pulled all of his teeth out of his head. What is the matter with these people? Thankfully, Denny Burke brought a little bit of biblical sanity to the subject, quoting Proverbs 25 and verse 20, like one who takes off a garment on a cold day, or like vinegar on soda is he who sings songs to a troubled heart. More wisdom in that single proverb than all of the medical professionals in Mr. Dragon Lady's life. Here's Denny's explanation. The word is simple but profound. When it's cold, you're not helping a person if you take their coat away. In fact, you're doing something cruel to them. If a person is troubled in heart, and this fellow clearly is, you're not helping them by singing happy songs to them and pretending that everything is okay. In fact, you make things worse. And that is the opposite of love. The Proverbs also teach it is better to receive a wound from a friend than kisses from an enemy. It is better to be made to feel bad because somebody who genuinely cares about you says, oh no, friend, you're wrong. No, we got to get you some help here. Instead, what are these people receiving? They're receiving cruel kisses from the progressive culture that says, we embrace everything as long as it makes you happy.